Steinberg, Chicago, baby.
It's it's fine though. It's not. It's nice. The little mall's nice. It's just boring.
I missed you, sugar. Last week, dude, you don't understand with this black woman. And I tweeted out, "Look, man, I know she black, kinda, sorta, but come on, man. If they have an uproar about that, England would shit itself if he was marrying T'Challa's bodyguard from Black Panther, the bitch with the bald head."
Look at the NBA right now. To find a white dude who has size to play basketball, they have to go to Europe now. They don't even make them in the United States anymore.
White people are a dying breed, dude. Y'all about to be finished.
I pointed that out to you at the mall when we were at the mall the other day.
And if he lives long enough, when it happens, Paul Mooney's going to be our king. I've been waiting for this day, homie. You motherfuckers, I have been watching you from my nigga bedroom out of my nigga window. You motherfuckers are dying. You are dying. It's true, homie. It's true. There's not many of you left. Once Betty White goes, you niggas are finished. Betty White is the last real white person on earth. When that bitch goes, all of you will die simultaneously. She's the mothership. You kill the mother alien, all the other aliens will fall. I'm going to rule all of you motherfuckers.
You need to.
I'm way bigger than average, but I'm not monstrous. I'm close to offensive.
I'm a Jewish guy with a Jewish guy dick.
What does that mean? Is it automatically small?
No, they're just average.
Let me pull my shit out so I can show you. They serve chitlins and Kool-Aid. We're going. Chitlins. Only the realest niggas eat chitlins. And it's pronounced chitterlings. But black folks, chitlins, baby. You know who would eat these chitlins? T'Challa's bodyguard.
You don't think Today Show?
Today Show.
Yeah.
And he was somewhere in, I think, Kansas City doing a report at one of those annual barbecue festivals. And it's just people with booths cooking all kinds of pig and shit. And so he's signing off and he goes, and I want to let you know that here at the annual pork festival, they are literally cooking every part of the pig. And I've pretty much ate every part of the pig. But in one booth, they're even making barbecued pig snout. And that's where I draw the line. I'm Al Roker. Goddamn, boy, it was nice to have you back.
This is what it's like.
Goddamn, you stay away this long again, I might kiss you in the mouth.
I'm not leaving then, so we don't need that to happen.
I hope so.
No, it's the holiday weekend, so I think a lot of
people are what, staying home
or went out of town.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, they might have to get out of this shit.
Yeah, and if you're a dime piece, why aren't you having someone take you out of town?
Well, ooh, okay, all right, Andy, I see you. You almost there, brother. You almost there. Your dick just grew 3 inches right now. Listen, if you're a Star Wars fan for real, I just jumped on the bandwagon, but for real, you know the movies. They're religion. You know the movies. These motherfuckers nut off that shit. The minute they hear, what is it? The niggas come in their pants.
This is where they first got into the CGI, and they could do all those things that Lucas always wanted to do, but he overshot on
right.
that one.
Well, I don't know that he overshot. That character just left a sour taste. That was semen in everybody's hot cocoa, nigga. As a dad, as a father, especially when you only got one son, you want your son to be a chip off the old block. You want him to be cut from your cloth. You want to be able to look and go, that's my twin. That's my little dude. He's just like me. But the thing is, my son is nothing like me. My son is soft, man. I mean, soft. I mean, this nigga is soft. He don't like to wrestle. He don't like to rumble tumble. He don't like sports. He don't like to play catch. He don't like to light shit on fire. He's not rebellious. He doesn't do any of the things that little boys should do. And when he walks on his tippy toes to where his feet don't touch the ground. the flats. His heels are in the air.
Yeah.
He sits with his legs crossed, and he's very well mannered and polite, which is cool, but almost too well mannered and polite. Like, he loves to go to amusement parks. His favorite park is Universal Studios. So I remember I would take him to Universal in Florida, and at this particular time, he wasn't really tall enough to ride the fast rides, but he was just under the mark by inches. So he goes to get measured, and the lady who's measuring him looks away off to the side for a second, and he's just gonna miss it by inches. So I try to tell him, like, psst, yo, get on your toes, man, just raise yourself up. But he didn't do it. So finally the chick goes, oh, I'm sorry, he's not tall enough for the ride. So he gets out of the thing, and I pull him to the side, and I'm like, yo, man, why didn't you didn't see me telling you to get on your toes? You could have. And he goes, and first of all, when my son addresses me, like, he calls me dad, but it's the way he says it. Like, when I address my pops, I would go, hey, yo, pop. Because, you know, I'm a little street nigga from New York. Say, hey, yo, pop. My son says dad, but he says it as though he spelt it D, 15 A's and D. He goes, dad. So I go, dude, why don't you raise up on your toes? He goes, dad, I don't want to break the rules. It's not right. And I'm sitting there like, you bitch ass nigga. I paid $847,000 for you to fucking be here. You getting on something fast. I don't give a fuck if you got to drive us home, nigga. You are getting on something fast. Then there was another time where I guess some bully was fucking with him in school, and he tells me and his mother, and I go, hey, Jordan, you know what you got to do? You got to ball your fist up and punch him in the mouth. And he goes, Dad, fighting is never the answer. And I'm like, this bitch ass nigga. He's nothing like me. But then my daughter is the exact way he should be. Like, my daughter loves to sports, rumble, tumble, wrestle. She likes to spit. Like, we'll be outside playing, and she'll just loogies. You know, she doesn't listen for shit, and she challenges you. She knows when she's not listening. I could be telling her, Jada, don't touch that, or get away from that. And she'll act like she's trying to do it, but not doing it. And she's like, like, she fucking tries to test you. She loves to say bad words. Her two favorite things to say are shut the fuck up, motherfucker, and back up, nigga. And if you're hanging around her and she don't know you, and you're talking too much, and she's watching cartoons, she'll just turn and go, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. And if you get in her space, she'll go, back up, nigga. I think it's adorable. And she'll also punch you in the face. Like, she'll be standing there talking to you, nodding her head innocently, yeah, and out of nowhere punch you in the mouth and then walk away from you like that shit is normal. So one day I'm sitting in the living room and I'm watching them play, and my son is being who he is with his personality, and she's being who she is with her personality, and I'm watching them, and that's when it hit me. I was like, I'm raising two homosexuals. My kid's gonna be gay. And play with the snot on her lips. And I'm watching this going, my daughter's going to be a porno prodigy. My daughter's going to be a fucking porn star. My daughter's tongue is long. She's 3. Her shit is Gene Simmons long when she sticks it out. And I'm just like, this bitch is going to be a whore. But every bitch in porn was a sweet little girl at one point. What are the signs? How do I stop this? I hope she's not good. Do you know girls that play with they snot? Like, they...
No. No.
God, I wish she would have lied to me and told me that's fucking normal.
And your son, he was just eating some rice, so he was just sitting at the table.
Yeah, he's just a quiet, you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like when he sits there with his legs crossed, the only thing missing is, you know, a nice pair of reading glasses in the newspaper, the Wall Street Journal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we're Bonnie and Clyde, man. We're yin and yang. But when we fight, it's fucking, it's war. It's you know, Trump and Kim Jong, Kim Un, Kim whatever the fuck, Kim Long Jump. You know, the fat chunky Asian. And as they're breaking the legs off the crab, my son goes, "Aw, don't hurt Mr. Krabs." I wanted to make this nigga watch a Charles Bronson movie. Jesus fucking Christ. As a dude,
when you
just to hear my son go, oh.
I don't understand it completely. I mean, I know that there are some women out there who will make just as good fighters in a war as men. There are some women out there who will make just as good fighters in a war as men.
They're called dykes.
I'm not going to give them. You can give your name.
Very few places I've been where I am racially uncomfortable because ain't no niggas about. And I can tell you, out of my 30-year experience, the 3 places I've been where ain't no black folks is Edmonton, Canada. But it's Canada, so, you know, unless it's Toronto or Vancouver, it really ain't no niggas out there. But that's another country, so I won't include that, but I'll include that. But within the United States, the only 2 places I've been, which is Utah, which I said is white people's Africa. Black people get treated like pussy. White people want the pussy, but they don't want the relationship. Comedically, I think of Paul Mooney, where he goes, white people at my show, look at it, they're leaving. They're like scared bunny rabbits. You talk that race, they can't take it, homie. They hop out of here. But then there are some white people that are brave. We're not going to be intimidated by this nigga. We'll stay here till the sun rises. You know,
I hope it is something different, or I hope if it was a lynching, I hope it was his wife or his girlfriend, or it was motivated by some other way, not racism. But
you hope the nigga got hung because he fucked somebody's wife.
Yeah. I'd rather be that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you rather be that?
I'd rather be not any of those.
I'd rather be none, but I can't take it back. He's already done.
This weed, nigga. This is purely weed conversation. Dude, you've been telling me about this Airbnb shit, and here's what's funny. I've heard you mention it, and I didn't quite get a grasp on what it was. But then I was watching Chappelle's 3rd comedy special, Equanimity or whatever it's called. And he said that joke about Rachel Dolezal. It was like, bitch, you want me to get behind you with a name like Rachel? You better have a blacker name than that. You better have the blackest name I've ever heard. Draymond Green. He said, that name is so black, if you type that into an Airbnb, that shit logs off automatically. And once I understood what an Airbnb was, that made that joke priceless. In other words, that name is so black, nigga, you not even invited.
Not invited to the party.
And you ain't got no TV.
No.
And you in that shack.
Yep.
And there's a cat. And you ain't got no AC.
Yeah, and I got to stay in that room because I can't go out where the cat's at.
Oh, God, dude.
You said the best line. I didn't get an Airbnb. I just got B&B.
Bread and breakfast. Ain't no air.
No air.
Oh, God. Oh, and the woman that is responsible, the host,
yeah,
she doesn't even look fuckable. So you can't even try to entertain maybe finessing your way into some pussy.
I wouldn't do that anyway, but...
Because you got a girlfriend.
Yeah. But she was...
Wink, wink.
But she was...
I'm convinced if you come here a gold teeth wearing, several neck chains having, chicken grease residue with lemon pepper seasoning under your fingernails, do-rag wearing knuckle, and you stay here for more than 2 days, they do something to you. And now you wearing moccasins with no socks, khaki shorts, a choker necklace, and a polo shirt tucked in.
Maybe
Tekashi, if he brought his ass down here, they'll get him out. They'll escort him to the state line.
He sent me in the completely opposite direction. He told me it was by a different. So I walked around for a good 20, 30 minutes. It was sticky and hot.
Well, if you walk around in something long enough, uncomfortably, you're going to feel it. But it ain't too crazy.
My boxers are wet.
Wow, that's a visual. You put gay porn in my head.
No, not trying to do that, but
it's done. Political correctness, Pokemon, Little Uzi Vert, manhood is getting lost.
Dude,
we're a dying breed.
There was some ad in Phoenix when I was growing up. We didn't have anything else.
Being a Knicks and a Phoenix fan is like fucking
a
fat ugly bitch. You like fat, ugly pussy.
Yeah, but
to wrap this up, LeBron's versus Jordan debate. How do I say goodbye?
you can't because LeBron's already in the dressing room.
Oh, yeah, he's already gone.
It's no goodbye.
That motherfucker's out of there. He's out of there. The city of Cleveland, boy, y'all. It's going to be rough for y'all. It's going to be rough for y'all.
That's what they do. They suppress their breathing.
Right.
So they're choking, almost where they're almost about ready to pass out
While they're masturbating?
Because apparently, if you are and I'm not saying Anthony Bourdain did this. I'm just saying, unfortunately, as a comic, that as soon as I hear someone was hung, because it has happened. David Carradine was one of the people that did it. The guy from Kung Fu,
Right? But he didn't die, David Carradine.
He did. He died.
Oh,
he died doing that. And Michael Hutcherson from the band In Excess.
Right.
And there's been other people. Some people said that was what happened with Robin Williams. I don't know because that wasn't.
What do they all have in common?
They like jerking off.
No, besides that.
They're famous.
Besides that.
I don't know. They're dudes.
Besides that.
I don't know.
Go through it again.
They're dudes.
No.
They're famous.
Who are the people that did it? Go through the names like you just did.
Oh, white dudes.
There you go. Niggas don't do shit like that. Niggas don't do shit like that. White guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. White people should have been slaves at some point. So y'all know what it's like to have boundaries. Y'all motherfuckers is too free. Y'all explore everything.
You don't think there's any black dude that's choked himself out?
No!
Dude, if you're a black dude who's choked yourself out,
no!
We gotta let Aries know about this.
Niggas wore chains around their neck. We not putting nothing around our neck that's tight. That's why when we wear our rope chains, they hang down to our dicks. They're loose.
No.
For whom, nigga?
Dude, that's Rocky Mountain oysters. They serve them in restaurants.
Who?
Here in this country.
Niggas ain't eating balls.
I don't know.
Niggas ain't eating balls. We ain't choking ourselves, and we ain't eating nuts.
You eat chitlins?
That's different. That's that pork, baby. That's slavery shit.
Still,
slaves were fed the worst shit.
Yeah, that's soul food. That's what came out of it.
I'm saying no, but that ain't nuts.
Man, I'm sure they ate nuts.
Niggas ain't eat nuts.
Back then, I bet
we barely eat plain nuts. The nuts they serve on airplanes, nigga.
Dude, if you're
we stare at our airplane nuts for 18 minutes before we start eating them.
Dude,
so I don't give a fuck if the serum for having the biggest dick ever was in them. I'm not eating nuts. Who was the two girls in a cup?
Oh, yeah.
White people, y'all have no motherfucking boundaries. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want. Niggas have been told no in life. Nigga, pick up that hay. Nigga, get to sleep. Nigga, pick the cotton. Sit in the back of the bus.
Eat those Rocky Mountain oysters.
Nah. That's where niggas draw the line. I tweeted this picture of this fat, fucking disgusting whale of a bitch body. And I presented the scenario, and this bitch was in a bikini, basically, a bathing suit. And she was sitting on the bed, and I said, fellas, you got tickets to the NBA Finals, courtside seats. And the only thing standing between you and getting to that game is this chick sitting on your keys. What would you do? Now, at no point whatsoever did I mention this bitch's weight, right?
It was just a picture
It's
of her.
just a picture.
I saw it.
Just a picture. But, of course, all the black hooers came at me for fat shaming, which I never mentioned the bitch's weight. About the scenario, sex versus sports. Don't get mad at me because you saw the obvious, which was this bitch was a whale, and your mind went there. That's what your mind went there because you saw this big fat bitch, which was obvious, and went, oh, he's fat shaming. I never motherfucking implied anything about this bitch's weight.
And honestly, the picture itself, she is a large woman.
The stomach was bigger than the titties. But I had said, like the other black chicks, yes, queen, slay, yes. Girl, you look good. You go, girl. You rock that shit. Tally up all that money you've spent over 6 outings. Yes, you finally got the prize. You finally got the ass. Nigga, you paid for it, though. If you was cheap, Mr. Let's Go Dutch, good luck. You ain't getting that ass. Or whether you directly go, bitch, here's $500. Suck my dick. Either way, you paying for it. At times I've paid because what I've learned is, bitch, I want you to get out. I want to catch the second half of SportsCenter and dust off these wings while they're still warm. That's like when a woman says to a dude, damn, motherfucker, you ain't shit. You came in 5 minutes. But I came. And you went. Win. Yo, dick little. Like, that's another one. Ladies, you always attack the same shit, a nigga's dick. That's why your dick little nigga on the breakup. Bitch, he was with me for 8 years. You stayed with little dick for 8 years? I came all 8 years. You stayed unsatisfied for 8 years. I win. You don't think Eddie Griffin fucks? That nigga, and I love Eddie, with all due respect, nigga looks like a rat. Motherfucking Cat Williams looks like Ratatouille. You don't think Biggie got ass? The Notorious, he had faith. He fucked Lil' Kim before she turned into a Japanese animation cartoon character. It was kill me. One dude said, yeah, man, I know every time you see Jay Farrow on TV, you die a little bit inside. I'm like, nigga, pull my dick out your mouth. Take 10 seconds to catch your breath. Then switch over to your other hand and put Jay in your mouth while you double fisting pump action, nigga. Like, are you serious? All these black bitches came at me like Sosa's men
but you
at the end of Scarface.
But you can't just blame the women. Even dudes were coming at you with it, you said.
Yeah, but you know, some niggas like to tuck their dick between their thighs.